Hello, I'm Henry Smith, Member of Parliament for Crawley, and I'm very pleased to be joining with Crawley News 24 to give a little bit of an update during this current COVID-19 situation. I'd like to start by thanking those who work in the NHS and other key workers for all of the contribution that they are making, not only throughout the year, but of course in this extraordinary time. I would also like to mention how important it is that there is support for our local businesses as well. They are the people who employ Crawley people, and I am pleased that I've been able to make representations in Parliament to government to make sure that, for example, there will be no business rates paid for the next 12 months and other support available as well. A huge employer, obviously, for Crawley is the aviation industry, and I've been speaking with senior management at companies like Virgin Atlantic, Gatwick Airport itself, to again make sure that when I've been speaking in the House of Commons, that the government is very well aware that this is a key sector, not only for Crawley, but the UK economy as well. One of the interesting things about my job at all times is that at the 1 minute I will be speaking to senior representatives of large household name companies, and then literally the very next moment perhaps be speaking to individuals on the phone. And I have been doing that with a lot of more vulnerable people across Crawley, people who find themselves self-isolating, or perhaps people who at the best of times don't have much contact and are feeling particularly worried at the moment. I am seeking to do what I can to support those, whether it be with food deliveries or helping them with situations that they might have a need of assistance with. And that really brings me to supermarkets. It won't have escaped anybody's notice that when you've gone to Tesco's or Sainsbury's or Asda or any of the others in Crawley, we've noticed that the shelves have been empty. And this situation really does bring out the best in most people, but I would appeal, please don't panic buy. The government and the supermarkets are working together to ensure that there will be a supply of food and essential items throughout the coming weeks of this extraordinary crisis situation. And I would really appeal to people, think of perhaps a vulnerable or elderly neighbour or relative, make sure that they're okay, and help them to get provisions in for themselves. I've been seeking to really reflect the concerns of individuals, whether that be people worried about paying their rent or their mortgage, or small business owners, or employees of large companies such as an airline, who of course are largely not flying at the moment. I've been seeking to represent all of those concerns to government, and I've been pleased, particularly in the last week, a number of measures on relieving rental payments for a 3-month period, mortgage payments, ensuring that there are issues around reducing taxation the companies have to pay so that employees can be kept on. I've been representing those issues in Parliament, and I've been pleased that the government have been responding, but there are of course more measures as the situation goes forward as well. I know we're approaching the Easter holidays anyway, but of course schools will be closing about a week early. I know that puts extra demands on people. I'm a parent myself. I do appreciate those. If you need my assistance, please do feel free to get in touch. My email address is henry.smith.mp@parliament.uk. You can go on my website, www.henrysmith.info, or you can follow me on social media. My Twitter handle, for example, is @HenrySmithUK. What I would just say is, please contact me if you really do need my assistance during this difficult period. And perhaps if you've got an inquiry that isn't so urgent, perhaps if that can wait, because I am dealing with a lot of individuals who really do need my support and deserve my attention. So get in touch if you need to, but really I suppose it's just a message to say, let's be good to each other. Let's come together as I think we are. There is a bit of a blitz spirit that I think is beginning to develop in Crawley and across the country. we will get through this situation, and life will return to normal. Things will get better, but in the meantime, if we can look after each other, then that would be my plea. Thank you.